So it's Monday, January 15th, and I'm here in my hotel room in Auckland, New Zealand, and I have just returned from my tour of the brand new Legend Story Studios headquarters. Now, as you'd expect, nothing less from LSS, it was a warm and well-done reception put on for both players and their guests of the upcoming, for me, Celebrational. In leaving, they gifted us all a box, as you can see here across the screen. Some pretty awesome stuff in there, but notably behind is, of course, my playset, or the relevant playset of heavy hitters, which I will need for the solo event later this week in the Celebrational. Now, for me, as of when shooting this, the bulk of spoiler season hasn't started, which means that I'm going to be seeing a vast majority of these cards for the very first time. So as we go through this together, I wanted to do a reaction video of sorts as I get my eyes on these cards for the very first time. A huge shout out to our channel members for supporting what we do here. If you want to get involved with the channel and the Dice Commando community, please consider joining as a channel member. Remember, these videos are only possible with your support. You can show that support with a like, a subscribe, and by leaving us a comment and sharing your feedback. Community first, and go Commando. Hey there, my flesh and blood friends. Welcome back to Dice Commando, and go again, a fabulous cast for what will certainly be a long one, but certainly a awesome one. So, as I mentioned, I have my relevant play sets that I'll need for the solo of heavy hitters. And what I mean by that is, at least to my knowledge, I don't believe there are expansion slots and stuff like that. I'll be honest, I haven't looked through it because I do want to do a lot of this first take. Okay, so you'll be seeing my first seeing of this card. Now, this video is going to end up going up. Again, I am shooting this on Monday, January 15th. It's the day I received this. These will be going up. This will be going up after all of the box breaks and stuff are done and spoiler season is done, because the intent of this is not to ruin anybody's spoiler. It's not even going to go on the internet. This is going to stay on my hard drive. So this will go up probably Friday morning in the US, which should be after all that's done in New Zealand, or it'll go up Saturday if it's not done, right? So this will go up when it goes up, but you get to experience it with me together. Again, by this time, you will have seen, if you're following spoilers, that is, you will have seen many of these cards already. But I have not seen them because spoiler season has not started for me, and I have not been on the Discords since I posted the photo to my DC team folks of this, and I've been ignoring flesh and blood based social media. So let's go through this together now. Throwing up a photo right now, which obviously I'll add in editing, of the way it's put together. So it appears that they have it by, they have it grouped, right? And it looks like it's grouped by, like, it looks like it's Guardian, Brutes, so the classes, right? So we're not necessarily going in numerical order here. Now, what I'm going to do in editing is I'm going to go through and I'm going to throw the cards up once I can get the digital image files, again, which don't exist. If they don't, I'll take a picture and we'll get it up, no big deal, right? Obviously, I'm in my hotel room, so I don't have like a top-down camera and all that, right? So you're seeing me. I'm going to be, holding up the card best I can. But anyway, let's shut up and get to it because this will be a long video. Okay, so what I have first at the top are the 6 heroes, adult heroes, okay, which is no news to anyone. We've seen those for a while, so we'll move on that. Okay, next we have, oh, looks like the weapons. Oh, there's some cool stuff in here. All right, so I will show you these best I can. So we have High Riser, and then Mandible Claw, back-to-back token. We have Cintauri Saber and High Riser. Okay, remember High Riser's 3, and if you've drawn a card this turn, it gets +1. Mandible Claw, Centauri. Okay, fair enough. This is interesting. I did not expect this. So these are the tokens, dual-sided and tiny. It's kind of neat, right? So you can probably just mark it with a die or whatever you need to do. That's pretty cool. We have Vigor and Might, Gold, Agility. I showed you that backwards, but you get it. We have Centauri Sellsword, and then, ooh, this is actually a thing. Okay, time to start paying attention. All right, so we have Vigor Girth. So this is a common action. This is a common Guardian Warrior chest. It says Blade Break for 1 and destroy it, create a Vigor token. Okay, so there's likely to be a sequence of these, you would think, within the set. Although that's the only one, at least for now, and that is card 175, right? So again, these are very clearly grouped. They clearly made these by hand. They probably grouped them by, because we're looking at Guardian Warrior cards first. Right, so here's Double Down. So this is 3 of them. This is a playset of Majestics. So Double Down is you may destroy a gold rather than pay its cost. Oh, I think we've seen this one, actually. So it's a 2 Guardian Warrior action. The next attack that wagers this turn gets +3 and overpower. If a hero would create 1 or more tokens from a wager, instead they create that many +1. Go again. Defends for 3. So again, it's a Majestic, so pretty fundamental there. But you can destroy gold to get essentially it's +3 and overpower, but it has to wager. So I was going to say it's basically you destroy gold, you get a sharpened steel with overpower, but then you get more tokens on the backside, right? So it could potentially be net neutral if you're blowing up a gold and wagering a gold. Seems like a fundamental card to, maybe not fundamental because it's an M, but it seems like a card for this set. All right, now we have Clash of Vigor. So this is a full set. There's rainbows here, and again, I'll do my best to get the photos up because I don't expect you to be able to see it in the small. So when this defends, clash with the opposing or with the attacking hero, the winner creates a Vigor token. So this is a Guardian Warrior action attack. But when it defends, okay, so we can use it to defend. Okay, so it's a 2, 4, 5, 6, or 6, 5, 4. Okay, makes sense. And then when it defends, clash and create Vigor. That actually makes a lot of sense for Guardian Warrior. That makes sense. All right, we have Slap Happy. So Slap Happy is a rare, but they're only reds of it. This is a 0-cost Guardian Warrior instant. Ooh, interesting. The next time you would be dealt damage this turn, prevent 2 of that damage if you do create a Vigor. Prevent 2. So if you do prevent damage, create a Vigor. So you can't just play this for a Vigor. Okay, you have to actually prevent damage. Okay, Guardian Warrior instant, Slap Happy. Prevent 2, create a Vigor. Well, that's actually not too bad because it effectively would pitch for 1. So you play it, prevent, and pitch. Yeah, okay. Right, we have Hardy Block. So this is also a rare with only, at least in this stack so far, only reds. So Hardy Block is Guardian Warrior block. When this defends, if you control a Vigor token, gain 1 health. Oh, cool. But it's when it defends. So you would, like if you compared it with the last card, prevent the damage and then create Vigor. So you couldn't do that unless it was on a chain, right? Unless it was like a later link in the chain. But this could work. And then it's a block 3. Okay, block 3. Right, Test of Vigor is also a red only. So this is a rare. So when this defends, it's a Guardian Warrior block, this time for 4. Hardy Block was Guardian Warrior block for 3. Test of Vigor is when this it blocks 4 Guardian Warrior block. When this defends, clash with the attacking hero, the winner creates a Vigor token. Okay, so kind of a combination of the previous 2 in its own little way. Okay, and I'm also drinking, by the way, Southern Pale Ale by Boundary Road Brewing, New Zealand. They got New Zealand hops. They said New Zealand made, so cheers. All right, next is Wage Vigor. This is a full rainbow. This is a common full rainbow. So when this attacks a hero, you may wager a Vigor token with them. Yep, straightforward. I think we've seen this one, I think. All right, next is Vigorous Windup. So this is a full rainbow. This is a common. And this is a 3-cost Guardian Warrior attack action that only defends for 2. That's very interesting with Guardian and Warrior because they generally defend for 3. Instant discard this, create a Vigor token. Okay, Vigorous Windup. And it's again, a full rainbow of 3, 7, 6, 5. I think we might have seen that one at this point. I mean, I shouldn't keep saying that because at this point you're going to have seen them all. So fair enough. I will stop saying that. All right, next is Rising Energy. So this is this is Guardian Warrior action attack. It is 2 for 6, 5, 4. And if you've drawn a card this turn, this costs 1 less to play. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, well, actually, so that's really interesting with Kassai, right? Because if you draw a card, she can swing free. So if you like blow up a gold, you could pitch to gold, which is cost 2, swing free. I know you have to pay for your go again somehow, but then you'd have 1 to pay this because this would only cost 1 at that point. That's kind of interesting. And again, this defends 2, which is also interesting within the class. Huh. There might be something there, actually. Right? Because it's almost like a freewheeling Renegades play, although it is better. Okay. All right, next is Lead with Heart. Lead with Heat, Lead with Heart. This is Guardian Warrior action, costs 1. The next Guardian or Warrior attack this turn gets +3. Ooh, and then just flat out create a Vigor token. That seems pretty good. This is a common in full rainbow. 3/2/1, as you would expect with the color pie or with the color arc. I mean, it's a +1. It's a 1 for 3 pump. So it's defense for 2, by the way, which is kind of in concert with. It's just weird. I mean, I think that it makes sense, right? If it's a dual class, but it is interesting considering both of those classes generally defend for 3. Not that Brute doesn't either. Brute, I guess, does a lot. But that's interesting, right? This actually seems pretty good, right? Next Guardian or Warrior gets +3. Any attack, don't have to wager anything for it. Just create a Vigor token. I mean, that seems pretty good to me. Let me go see one more thing just to make sure. Yeah, I mean, and then you bank 1. That seems pretty good. Seems pretty good. All right, moving on. All right, here we go. Brute Guardian. Okay, so kicking off the Brute Guardian mixes. So here's Gauntlet of Might. And this is action, destroy it, create a, so it's the full arc. Create a might token, go again, right? And then presumably, right, the Brute Warrior one will be the third token. So, okay, makes sense. Yeah, seems decent. Seems decent. Okay, one of those, which makes sense. All right, here we go. So talk a big game. I have seen this one at this point. So, oh wait, maybe I haven't. No, let's just shut up and read it. All right, so choose a number. The next time you deal that much or more physical damage to hero this turn, create that many might tokens. So that's pretty good, or could be pretty good. It's a 0 blue, blocks 3. Brute Guardian. Dude, that's actually pretty interesting with like a Bravo Dominate or a Betsy Overpower or something like that. Like you could potentially poop out like 3 or 4 might tokens. Oh, you have to choose a number. So what's interesting is like, so say they Bravo Dominate you. They know they're going to take it, and they know that you have this on the table, and you call, let's say 4 for a crush effect or something, right? So let's say you throw a 7 and like it's dominated, and you're like, oh, I'm going to gamble that you block 3. They might just not block and then have you not make them. Oh, but it's that much or more. So time you deal that much or more, create that many might tokens. But I think that many refers to the number you choose. Yeah, create that many might tokens refers to the number you choose. So if you choose 1, even if you dealt 7, okay, so I take back what I was saying because it's kind of foolproof on that. Because if they just let it through, you would still only create what you called. Okay, so okay. It's the opposite. They would be incentivized to block you by 1 extra to get under that number or get over that number. Under that number. Okay. Clash of Might. So this is a rare rainbow. It is a 2/6/5/4 defense for 3. Well, why does the Clash of Might defend for 3? Well, when this defends, clash with the opposing hero. Oh, that's okay. Okay, it tracks the other one. All right. When this defends, clash with the opposing hero, the winner creates a might token. Okay. So it's 2/6/5/4. Brute Guardian. Attack. All right, here we're in this. We're in this phase is red, so battered, not broken. I kind of like this. Can you see that? I kind of like the art on that. Okay, the next time you would be dealt damage this turn, prevent 2 of it. Do create a might token. Okay, Brute Guardian Instant, right? So I bet you we're seeing this. That's why it's reds. We're seeing the cycle here. But we're in this cycle. Yep. Step. Wall of Meat and Muscle is when this defends. If you control a might token, put an attack action card from the graveyard on her deck. Okay, so that is different. I mean, slightly. It's in the same vein, but it's slightly different than the other one because the other one was. Oh, I might not have gone deep enough here. Sorry, I'm just trying to put it into contexts, the way I can learn myself. It's defends. If you control a might token. If you control a vigor. If you control a vigor, gain 1 health. And this is, so this lets you do, okay, so they all have some sort of trigger. Okay, fair enough. And that, again, to be clear, is a block 3. Okay. Very, very, very nice. All right. So test of might is when this defends. So this is Blue Guardian block 4. Block 4 is not a reaction, mind you. So when this defends clash, the winner creates a might token. Yeah, I mean, those are kind of two-sided. Like if you don't have the big cards, like, you probably don't want to play that, right? You know, it's just red. All right, and then we have Mighty Wind Up. So this is a full arc. This is a common. It is a 3/7/6/5 Brute Guardian attack, defense 2, and then instant discard this, create a might token. Okay, so functionally same series. Makes sense. Okay. All right, Wage Might is also a 9 arc, or a 9 card arc, red, yellow, blue arc. So this is a 3/7/6/5 Brute Guardian attack. Blocks 2. So in the same vein, when this attacks a hero, wager a might token. You may wager it. May, which is important. Okay, seems decent. All right, Rising Power. Okay, so this is a common full arc. So Rising Power is a 2/6/4 Brute Guardian attack, defends 2. If you've drawn a card this turn, this gets +1. Well, that's cool. I do kind of like, so it gives you a purpose for your gold tokens if you pitch to them, and then hopefully get back what you need. But again, that's a 2, so you'd actually be fine, right? Because you'd be able to pitch. I mean, assuming you drew a red, even, you'd be fine there. All right, Lead with Power is a full arc. Yeah, it ends it. Okay, so the cycles are very similar. Okay, so Lead with Power. Your next brute or guardian attack gains +3. Create a might token. I mean, again, it doesn't seem as good as making a resource, but I mean, it'll do. 1 for 3, go again. I mean, this is a very playable card. I really like this one. I mean, I like the one for Warrior too. Okay. All right, Flat Trackers. So this starts Brute Warrior, and this is destroy this, create an agility token. So Flat Trackers. Okay, that is a common. I can see those, except they're blade break and not battle war, but I could see them being a thing. All right, I know we've seen this card. So this is Runner. And when this attacks, so this is a 2/6, and this is a Majestic, by the way, Majestic. So just this cycle, or just this card. So when this attacks, if it has go again, create an agility token. Okay, Runner. If it has go again. Yep, so if you've got your agility thing going, it basically, yeah, that's cool. Yeah, it's cool. All right, Clash of Agility. Guess what this one does, right? So this is a 2 for 6/5/4. When this defends, clash, and the winner creates a agility token. So last card in the cycle there. Yeah. I'm very interested to see how these cycles play. I think they're going to be very important to Limited. Okay, so Take It on the Chin. This is a rare red only. It's going to be the last in the prevent cycle. So next time you would be dealt damage, prevent 2, and if you do, create an agility token. I mean, that seems pretty good. Like, this card actually I think is really important because you need to be able to get go again for Kassai sometimes, right? Now what's interesting is destroy at the beginning of your turn, so you can't like bank them. I mean, you can't stack go again anyway, but you can't, like, it's not like a Quicken token where you could like take a turn off Arsenal Pass and try to do something big, right? This one pops and you get it. But I think the agility is going to be very important for the Warriors for their dual swing. I mean, I don't see how it's not. It's going to be very important. All right. Run into trouble. So this is a Brute Warrior block for 3. When this defends, if you control an agility token, deal 1 damage to the attacking hero. Well, that's interesting. And because remember, agility pops. So you have to have created one before. That's interesting. I mean, that's pretty good payoff. Well, that's interesting. That's very interesting. Yeah, because all of these are at the start of your turn, but still, that one dealing 1 damage, that's pretty good. All right, so Test of Agility. So this is a Brute Warrior block 4. When this defends, non-optional clash with the attacking hero, the winner creates an agility token. Yeah, and then they would get to know that going into their next turn. Don't lose that clash, folks. All right, Wage Agility. Okay. We've seen, yeah. So Wage Agility, which is 3, 7, 6, 5. So when it attacks, wager an agility token with them. Makes sense. And if it hits, then you get it. Boy, agility seems pretty good. Agility seems pretty good. All right, this blocks 2. Yeah, but man, wagering, so you could do that, and then so you throw your 3, 7, and then if they don't block it, you get, if they don't block all of it, they don't throw 3 cards at it, or most of the time 3 cards at it, you get to go again on the next turn. That seems pretty good. All right, and that was, yeah, those full rainbow. All right, we have Agile Windup. So this, again, is the other part of the cycle. So this is a 3 for 7, 6, 5. Instant, discard this, create an agility token. Brute Warrior defense 2. Interesting. Instant, discard this, create an agility token. But so what's interesting is you would still have to do this because at the start of your turn, destroy this. It doesn't, it's not, again, it's not like, I hadn't really put that together on agility, how it differed from Quicken. So you can't instant this even on your turn because it has to be before your turn, right? In terms, like you'd have to do this at the end of your opponent's turn to be able to give yourself the go again for like a Kassai Saber or something like that. So that's interesting. It's functionally no different than like a hit and run, and you just have to be smart about it. All right, and then lead with speed. I have the need for speed. All right, so lead with speed, red cycle, comment your next Brute or Warrior attack gains +3 and create an agility token, which you would have on your next turn. I like these. I like this cycle a lot. The front pump. I really like this cycle. I think those are very functional cards. All right, lead with, oh yeah, sorry, the full cycle. Yep, 3, 2, 1s. Okay. All right, and this is the last one of these. So this is Rising Speed. If you've drawn a card this turn, this gets go again. So 2, 5, 4. Or no, 2, 5, 4, 3. Oh, so the blue is only a 3. It still costs 2. This, I think, seems really good, but I don't know that it, like, I think you look at it and you're like, oh, well, that seems pretty good if I've drawn a card, done my gold thing. But I think maybe not. I think probably not. I think probably that doesn't end up seeing a bunch of play just because of the 2, 5. Maybe. I'm talking constructed, obviously. All right, here we go. We are 2. This has been sitting and looking at me, and I've tried so hard not to read it. I know that it's a Brute Equipment Arms Legendary. And, of course, the sleeve is on here. The sleeve's on there, causing problems for you with the light. There we go. All right, so, and again, you have likely already seen this at this point, but when this defends together with a card of 6 or more, create a Might token, which then you would get on your next turn. Non-optional pop. Temper. Okay, so defends 2 with Temper. Interesting. I don't know. I mean, Brute needs, I mean, they don't, I think Brute runs this just because of what it is. The Might token thing is interesting because it basically means you can only defend with 1 card, and that card you defend with has to be a 6 or more, which could potentially affect your discard next turn. So you'd have to have a full hand of, or you'd have to have at least 2 6s, right? Beyond what you want to play. And they, right, because pay, play, discard, discard, or discard defend. But you get a might and one more on the back. That's interesting. I still think Brute plays that though, right? With the arms. Let me know if you agree or disagree. I think they play that though. All right, here we go. Monstrous Veil. So this is a Brute Equipment head. So Rhinar spec. Ooh. Action, destroy this. Draw a card, then discard a random card. Go again. Okay. I mean, and it's Battle Worn 1. That seems pretty good, right? It's a rare, but it's playable in commoner. This is actually really good. This is really good, I think. First take, that's a good card. Love it. Love it. Knucklehead. Oh, look at this. Knucklehead. Brute Equipment head. Kayo spec. Okay, here we go. Action, destroy this. Roll a 6-sided die. Till end of the turn, your base intelligence is the number rolled. Huh. And then it has temper. So it's 2. Whoa, whoa, whoa. So this is a 2 defense for KO on the head with temper. And destroy this. Roll a 6-sided die until end of turn. Your base is the number rolled. So you have a 50% chance of being dumber. Huh. Either way, this is a 2. Wasn't Rhinar's just 1? Yeah, well, Rhinar's was Battle Worn. And this is temper. Huh. That seems interesting. I mean, the payoff is huge. If you can have a 6-card hand or a 5-card hand, but you'd have to roll. I mean, you only have a 33% chance of improving, doing better, and you have a 66. Well, not 66 because 4 would be equivalent, but you have a 50% chance of being worse. That's interesting. All right, I know these weapons have been spoiled, so I won't spend too much time on them. Mini Meat Axe is a 2-cost for 3 once per turn. When it attacks, draw a card, discard a random card. I think this is good. I mean, I don't know that it sees play over certain things in constructed, but this seems pretty decent in what constructed form or limited formats. Excuse me. And we have Ball Breaker, which is once per turn action. So the flail, interestingly, this is a one-handed, right? The axe is also one-handed, which is interesting. But Ball Breaker, 2 for 3. If you've discarded a card with 6 or more, this gets +1, right? So it's a mini club. Oh, here's a new one. All right, so those are both very good weapons, I think. All right, Raw Meat. So this is a Brute Equipment chest. Brute Equipment chest with 0 defense. Common. If you control an agility token, this gets +1. Okay. If you control a might token, this gets +1. So in order to get a temper 2, temper 1 out of it, you would have to control both 2 times. That doesn't seem great. It doesn't seem better than making resources off of the strapping. Right? I think. This is interesting for limited, though. Because you have limited options. Okay. All right, now we're full on in brutes here. All right, Reckless Charge. So this is a blue KO spec, brute action KO spec. Now we're talking. Roll a 6. So this is a 0 blue, defends 3. Roll a 6-sided die, gain action points equal to half the number rolled, round it down. If you rolled a 6 on a die this turn, draw a card. Huh. Roll a 6-sided die, gain action. So it's gain action points equal to half the number rolled, rounded down. I mean, that sounds very familiar for brute. But if you've rolled a 6 on a die, draw a card. Huh. Maybe? Probably not. All right, Show No Mercy. This is a Rhinar spec. I'm in love with this card. I think it's really good for pushing damage. When this attacks a hero, so it's a 3/6. When it attacks, intimidate them. If the defending hero has no cards in hand, gets +3, right? So the play here is to do it with something like a Barraging Beatdown or something like that, to where you strip a card. and then you strip another card for playing this, and then they're at 2. So if they defend to turn off barraging, they turn this on. Pretty good. Pretty good. Pretty good. More than pretty good. Right, No Fear. So this is a brute. Oh, yeah. This is a brute instant Majestic. This card is crazy good. I was talking to Nathan Dolman last night. We actually went and got drinks together, us and the wives, and we were talking a bit while our wives were bored, because that's how it goes. And he was explaining how this gets around card stripping things. I didn't catch on to that, right? He was explaining, like, if they crippling crush you or if they pummel you, you can just throw stuff at this, and then they're not in your hand anymore, right, to be stripped. Even if you're taking the hit, they're still not there to be stripped. It's pretty cool. I didn't catch on to that, so pretty good. So shout out to him on that one. All right, so we have, here we go, another one. Majestic. Cast Bones is a 0-cost brute action, defense 3. Reveal the 6 top cards of your deck. Create a might token for each card with 6 or more revealed this way. Put the revealed cards on top of your deck in a random order, but create a might token for each. If you control 6 or more might tokens, create an agility token. Okay, so if you go full whammy, you also get a go again. That's kind of cool. But do keep in mind, so this is a brute action. So this is an action to play it. So you would basically end your turn, or you would defend well, play this, and try and set up for the future. Or end your chain, obviously. That's interesting. And you top 6 cards of your deck. We'd have to do the stats on that. I think that's a lot to get all 6, is what I'm saying. So you have to get full 6 for the agility, but you make a might. I mean, that seems pretty good, right? Even if you're, I mean, sure, you'd love the agility, but like, create a might token for each card with 6 or, I mean, that seems pretty good. I mean, there's the cards like Ancestral Empowerment and stuff for Guardian where you play 1 and set up. That seems pretty good. All right, Send Packing. So this is a brute action. Costs 3, so attack action, sorry, costs 3, but it's yellow. You know who likes yellow 6s. When this attacks a hero, banish a card from their arsenal. When the chain link resolves, if this didn't hit, return the banished card to its owner's hand. Oh, that's neat. That's neat. It banished face up too, which is relevant. When this attacks, banish a card from their arsenal. If you hit, they lose their arsenal. That's cool. That's cool. That seems playable, right? For all of you who've been looking to take out your Beast Withins, that seems pretty. I mean, it's a 3, but that seems pretty good. Seems pretty good. All right, now we're into the rares. So this is a full set of rares. That's how it works. All right, Rawhide Rumble. We've seen this one, right? We talked about this. So this is the 2/6 beat chest. This one doesn't seem as good as the other 1/5 we've seen. I'm going to be looking to see how many beat chests there are. Hopefully we get another one. But if you beat in chest, intimidate when this attacks, right? But costs 2. So you know what's interesting about beat chest, right, is beat chest, you don't have to, so if you were to like do we haven't seen it yet, I'm sure it'll come, right? But if you do like the other beat, like the one beat chest that if you beat chest, you beat chest and successfully does, if you beat chest, it gives +5, right? For 1. So you could beat chest, pump, you could do that to beat chest into this, and it would still count that you have beaten chest this turn, right? So then you would get an intimidate, right? So that's called, it's skipping ahead. Oh, well, we've talked about it on this channel a lot. I really like it. I really like it. So 6/4 full arc. Okay, now we have Pack Call. Oh, we've seen Pack Call. Oh, but full rainbow Pack Call. Because isn't Pack Call from the DVR set? Is that right? Either way, reprint. But I think Pack Call's from the DVR set. Beast Mode. I like it. All right, Beast Mode. So full arc here. So this is a 3. Ooh, it's a 3/6/5/4. If you've intimidated this turn, this gets +2. Being a 3. I don't think this is good. Because it's not even beaten chest, it's if you've intimidated. So like barraging or something like that, but then they throw 2 at it and you get +2. I don't think that's super good. Especially because it's a 3 cost. Beast mode, yeah, 3 cost 6/5/4. Oh, Pound Town. Taking you to Pound Town. All right. This is a 3 cost 7/6/5. All right. Yellow 6s. Pound Town. Oh, beat chest. Here we go. All right. Beat chest. When this attacks, if you've beaten chest, create a might token. Okay. So it gives you +1 on the back. It's a common. Oh, that's actually big. That's a yellow. That's actually pretty huge. This card's good. The yellow version. That's important for commoner. That's actually a big deal. Have another yellow 6. Big deal. All right. Assault and Bonebreaker Bellow, by the way. So it just popped in my head. All right. Assault and Battery. So this is a full arc. Ooh, another one. So 3/7/6/5. Oh, right up there. When this attacks, if you've beaten chest, create an agility token. Okay. So this is beat chest. When this attacks, you've beaten chest, create an agility token. All right. Yeah, I mean, basically same statement, right? As the previous. That's hot. All right. Oh, Pack Hunt. Okay, Pack Hunt reprint. Full arc. Pack Hunt reprint. Ooh, Bare Fangs. Okay. Oh, and Wild Ride. Okay. I'm very curious to see what other reprints we get. All right, so Pack Hunt, Bare Fangs, and Wild Ride. Full arcs reprint in the set. Okay. All right, yes, now that brings us to Bonebreaker Bellow, and that ends the brute. Bonebreaker Bellow. I don't need to spend too much time on this. I think this card's really good. I think it's very good. +5. I think it's really good. I think it's really good with both brutes. I think it's very good with both. Seems very good. Oh, well, no, this is pretty. All right, so now we are kicking off the warrior cards. Okay, so this is Graham taking out on the sleeve for y'all. Grains of Bloodspill. The shininess there. All right, now whenever a weapon attack you control hits, you can pay 1. If you do, create a vigor token. Oh, ooh, that's interesting. On board, go again. This seems like a double. Oh, interesting. I think if you play axes, like hatchets, I think hatchets likes this. Because Courage of Bladehold only works for swords. Cool card. It's got temper 2. Cool card. Never attacks, play 1, and if you do, create a might or create a vigor token. And then you've got. Oh wait, hold on. I said go again. Sorry. So you sorry. This is vigor. Sorry. Getting my tokens switched. Okay, so you pay 1 and then so you can basically bank 1. Oh, okay, so that's different. Oh, I think well, no, because Courage of Bladehold free swings is pretty good. I think that's the only difference is Courage of Bladehold with the free swings, but being able to bank on hit. So I think if you're not playing a sword, you play this, and I think Decimator Dorinthea plays this. Not only just because of what I said, but if it attacks, you can pay 1. Sometimes you will have 1. And then you'd have 1 on board for next time, which you could maybe use to like do a cleave or something like that. That seems pretty decent to me. Okay. All right, here we go. All the equipment I've kind of got in my hand here. Kassai specialization. Ooh. Warrior equipment head. Battle worn. Oh, man. Attack reaction for 1. Banish a red and a yellow from your graveyard. Destroy this. Target sword attack gets when this hits. Draw a card. But for 1. Oh, man. This is a rare. Oh, this is going to be amazing in Commoner. Because you can still play old Kassai. Yeah, boy. Or yeah, girl, because it's hers, I guess. All right, prized Gallia, Olympia spec. Okay, so this is a 2. Ooh. Oh, this is no joke. Temper. So headpiece, temper. Oh, wait, what was the last one? It was, hood. Yeah, headpiece, new. Temper, 2/1. Olympia. Attack reaction for 1. Destroy this target weapon. You control wagers a gold token to the defending hero, which then turns him on. Okay, right. And remember, like, if you've drawn a card, he's going to have a ton of gold tokens, I think. So if you've drawn a card, do X that we saw in a lot of the very early stuff, I think works well with him. Okay, cool. So prized Gallia. It's his gladiator helmet. Okay. All right, now we have 2 parry blades and 2 hot streaks. Okay, so parry blade is the 1/2 +2 while defending a weapon attack with blade rake. So it's a 2 on board. Seems decent, actually. Hot streak, I don't think you'd play 2 parry blades, right? Because it'd be too tempting and then you're screwed. But hot streak is a 1/2. When this is defended by 1 or more attack action cards, its attack can go again this turn. Yeah, that's interesting. I mean, I still think I prefer Cintauri Saber, I think. The hot streak is very interesting. Very, very, very interesting. All right. Now we have Warrior Equipment Arms, common. Actually, I was going to say it's good that we have a common option, but we already had Gallantry Gold. Okay, so keep that in mind. If you control an got it. So if you control an agility, it gets +1. If you control a vigor, it gets +1. So it's the other part of that cycle, and then temper. Okay, so I don't think that's very good. Okay. All right, I see an Olympia card right on top. Go down, get them over here. All right, up the ante. Okay, so this is Olympia spec. We've seen 3 of this. This seems, I kept reading it. I was not reading this right. So it's choose X +1. It doesn't say only, well, choose X +1. Can you, so I guess what I don't, the implication here is that, can you pitch more of that? What I don't understand on this, and I'm sure the release notes will come out, right? Actually, I think they're already out. I just haven't read them. Up the end, can you pitch more than 3? It doesn't say you can't, but would it matter, right? So you can only wager once on each, right? So like I don't think you can stack wagers and then target it. But could you pay? Could you pay like say you pay 6 and you choose wager 3 times and then you get +Y for it? That doesn't seem right. Right? It's got to be. And when I go do the editing, I promise I'll have the answer. I'm just gonna move on. I'll have the answer there, okay? Because it'll be out in the release notes at that point. All right, Blade Flurry, Furry Blade, henceforth known as Furry Blade. All right, Warrior, this is a Majestic Warrior attack reaction. Target weapon attack gets +2. Your next weapon attack this turn gets +2. Hells to the yes. Hell yes. Oh, yes, baby. Target weapon attack gets +2. Non-blockable regardless. Your next weapon attack this turn gets +2. Oh my god, yes. And it's 0. I mean, it's functionally, it's interesting that it's an M because it's functionally not too different than Slice and Dice. Slice and Dice, specifically Sword. This is just, oh my god. This card is freaking nuts, dude. All right. How do I move on from that last one? All right. Commanding Performance. So this is a Majestic Warrior action blocks 3. Your next warrior attack this turn gets +3. Okay, so it's front pomp. Until the end of your turn, your warrior attacks get, when this is defended by 1 or more attack action cards, destroy a card in the defending hero's arsenal. Whoa. Oh, commanding. I get it. Look, I see what they did there. Well, that's interesting. I mean, they don't always have something in arsenal. Doesn't they? 1 or more times, but it has to be attack action card. Interesting. All right, 3 copies of Raisin Army. We've talked about that one. I really think that one's going to be hard to get more than like 1 or 2 out on. All right, Shift the Tide of Battle. I kind of like the art on this one. At least, kind of like, I think it's going to look good, honestly. It's kind of like the same as like Overpower, or not Overpower, Felling Swing, right? Where it's like not super great art, but it like looks really good on the card. It's kind of where my head's at on that one. All right, anyway. Target warrior attack. So this is a 0 attack reaction. Block 3 is a yellow, though. Target warrior attack with attack greater than its base gets go again. Really? The next time an opposing hero is dealt damage, create an agility token. Oh my god, that's good. Because you can stack your reacts. Oh, that's so good. Oh, that's so good. Huh. That seems pretty good. That seems, I mean, you have to work at it because it has to go in. Like, you can't just, it's the opposite of Gold Kassai, right? You can't swing 2 and then 8. You have to pump. But, like, how often, oh, man, that's actually really good because if you're trying the copper strategy, you want to go in with, like, an Outland Skirmish or something. Oh, that seems good. Seems real good. All right, take the upper hand. Those M's are really good. Sorry, let's move on. All right, take the upper hand. We've seen this. It is a full rainbow because it is a rare. Play this list only if you've wagered target attack. It doesn't have to be warrior attack. It's warrior attack reaction. It doesn't have to be warrior attack. Target attack gets +3, 2, 1. Cool, cool, cool. I like that with Olympia. I think, I don't know how good it would be with Kassai in the end, right? I mean, it's a card that you're definitely going to need for limited in this set. All right, Fatal Engagement. This is a 2 cost attack reaction. This better be good. Play only if an attack action card is defending this chain link. Target attack, it's +5. Huh. That's not a bad card. Like, I don't think you play this instructed, but that's not a bad card in limited, right? Because, like, you throw this in your arsenal in limited. Like, if you're a warrior playing, like, you know, weapons, which you're going to, play the only if an attack action card is defending this chain link. So it's a little deceptive, right? Because, like let's say you throw out a singleton Cintauri Saber with no goes. You get some floating with 1 in arsenal. If they block it with an attack action card, it goes up +1 and then +5 here. But knowing that this exists, do they, like, if you're in draft and stuff, I don't think they're going to think you have that. In constructed, they probably will. The folks I'm playing on Thursday, I don't think they're going to fall for that. They're going to know that card. I think that's not going to work very often. I mean, it's basically the same value as Route, except they don't get the card. It's not quite the same value as Route. It's 1 less than Route, but they don't get the card back. So, all right, Cut the Deck. So this is a rare, it's full set. So it's an attack reaction, blocks 3. Target warrior attack gets +3. Period. Okay, good. I'm on board. Target warrior attack. This works for Boltyn. If it's defended by an attack action card, draw a card, then put a card from your hand or arsenal on the bottom of your deck. Oh, so you could actually net a card. I mean, not net, but net a card in your hand if you buried your arsenal. Okay. But I mean, again, it's a +1/3 react. Oh man, and it's warrior attack, not sword or something, or not weapon. All right, Vigorous Engagement. This is a 1/3 attack reaction. Oh, lots of react. Ooh, does only defend 2 though. Interesting. So 1 target warrior attack. Okay, same if it's defended by an attack card, create a vigor token. Just looking back and comparing to the last card. Huh. So create a money. If it's defended by get $1 back. Okay. Sure. Oh, here we go. Okay, so it's a cycle. Agile Engagement. I bet you I know what this does. Yep, 1/3, but again defends 2. Oh, this is cool. Target war. So I was just looking at the art. Sorry. Yeah. Either way, I'll be up. Target warrior attack gets +3 if it's defended by an attack action card, create an agility token. Yep. Okay. Cool. All right, draw swords. Yeah, we've got to have a fundamental go again here at some point, right? Draw swords. Your next warrior attack. So this is a 3 cost. Whoa. Oh, that's why. Whoa. This is a full rainbow 3-2-1. Next warrior attack gets +3. Draw a card. Go again. That seems maybe good. Actually, hold on. So 3 so you're paying 2 to draw a card. Effectively. So it's a gold token, basically. So you're giving plus X and a gold token. So that's on curve. Okay. But remember, Kassai swings free if she's drawing a card. So actually, I'm underreacting on this card with the Kassai. I didn't put that together till now, right? Again, first pass. That's pretty good, actually. That way you don't necessarily have to burn a gold for Kassai to do what she wants to do. That's pretty cool. It's actually really good. Okay, Enraged Swiftblade. Your next war, so this is a full rainbow again. Your next warrior attack gets +3-2-1, and if this is defended by an attack action card, this gets go again. So it's kind of a what was it? Not Dauntless. No, Dauntless was the attack reaction one. Either way, same type of ideal. So +3-2-1, and if it's defended, it gets go again. So they can either, I mean, depending on what they have in their hand. That's interesting. That seems playable, especially it seems more playable and limited when they have less choices. Which I'm probably gonna. Ooh, that's very interesting. All right, next up is Oldhim. Your next warrior attack this turn gets +3, and when this attacks a hero, you may wager a vigor with them. So it's just a 1/3 front pump vigor wager. So this seems more like Olympia. It's just warrior attack. Okay, yeah, it seems like an Olympia card. All right, we almost there, I think. Yes, so Edge Ahead is a 1/3. Your next gets okay, so it's a 1/3-2-1 front pump with wager agility. Got it. I like how they have the 3 tokens, and each class seems to have 2 tokens that they're attuned to. All right, Goblet of Bloodrun, create agility vigor. We've seen this one, and then go again. That's blue. Only defense 2 though. All right, how are we doing on time? I guess it doesn't really matter because, oh my god, there's 2 L's. I just got. All right, let's do it. All right, this card's actually this card's gonna look amazing in. This is a rainbow foil. But this card's gonna look amazing in cold foil. Gauntlets of Iron Will. Come on, focus. You can do it. Maybe not. All right, either way. Gauntlets of Iron Will. When this defends, again, I've not read these. When this defends, the next time an attack would gain attack this chain link, instead it gains that much -1, but it's the next time. So this is basically meant to shut off reacts. It's not retroactive. Temper. I mean, this is probably playable, right? Because nobody uses, like, very few people have ever, very rarely seen Crater Fist used for anything other than a 2/1. So this seems like a slot in for that, right? Yeah, I think Crater Fist is not the better arm piece now, but it's also not a legendary, but it's an expensive M, so we'll see where the L's fall, right? All right, Aurum Aegis. So I've actually seen the card art for this. It's on Sloop Dupe spoiler video, which I think goes live probably as I'm doing this. There you go. That one focused really well. That's a pretty card. All right, so Aurum Aegis. Victor Spec. Oh, that makes sense why there's 2 L's. Okay. Victor Spec. This counts as gold. Temper 2/1. This counts as a gold. So it'll count as a gold for the purpose of counting how many gold you have. Well, I don't know how that fits yet. Do I? Because doesn't Victor do the well, let's just keep moving on, shall we? All right. Stonewall Impasse. When this defends, clash with the attacking hero. If you win, this gets +1 until end of turn. Oh, that's cool. Oh, it has temper. Right. Golden Glare. Victor Spec. Blade Break 2. When this is this the first Guardian Blade Break? I think it might be. When this defends together with 2 or more yellow cards, create a gold token. Oh, that's creative. That's creative. All right, Good Time Chapeau. Oh, Betsy Spec. Okay, this got small type on it. Action: destroy a gold you control. Your next attack this turn gets when this attacks a hero. Wager Might and Vigor. Go again, and then Temper 2/1. Okay, that's a rare. Miller's Grindstone. So once per turn 3, and then you clash, he gets -1. Oh, here we go. Oh, but it's gonna be the last in the cycle. So Stand Ground. It's feet. Actually, I wasn't sure which of the two it would be. If you control Might, +1. If you control Vigor, +1. Temper 2/1. I don't think that's good, but it'll get you done. It'll get you there, I guess, if you don't have stuff. All right. So we have Boast. This gets +X while defending, where X is twice the number of clash you roll on this turn. Yeah, Guardian Block. Okay, that's cool. We've seen that one. So, all right, Primed to Fight. 3, or sorry, no, it's a 5/9. This is an M 5/9. If you've controlled a Vigor token this turn. Okay, that's cool because Vigor pops at start of your turn. Okay, so if you've controlled a Vigor token this turn, it costs 1 less to play. So that's interesting, right? Because Vigor gives you $1. A resource. Vigor gives you a resource, and then this. So this would actually, if you, oh my god. So if you've controlled a Vigor token, this costs 1 less to play. If you've controlled a Might token this turn, it gets +1. So if you control a Vigor and a Might headed into your turn, this comes in as a 3/10, right? Am I reading that right? If you've controlled the Vigor, this costs 1 less to play. Well, no, I mean, it doesn't come in as a 3/10, right? But it costs 1 less to play, and you made 1. So my point is, off of a blue pitch, this is off of 1 card in hand, blue, this is a effective 3. That's interesting. Huh. I know I probably didn't say that right, but I think you know what I'm driving at, right? This can effectively play as a 3/10 if you get all your ducks in a row. Okay. All right, Bet Big. All right, so Betsy Spec, we've seen this for a while now. So this is when it attacks a hero, wager a gold, Might, and Vigor with them. It's a 4/8, and then you can do her thing to make it 9 overpower. Cool. Trounce. Oh, I like that. All right, no cost. So when this defends, it's a Guardian Block. So a Majestic Block. When this defends, clash with the attacking hero. Put the revealed cards on the bottom of their deck, then clash again. Dual clash. If a hero wins both clashes, they create gold, Might, and Vigor. So you have to win them both. So there's no benefit for winning to either. There's no benefit to either for winning a clash. If the hero wins both. Huh. Cool. All right, the Golden Sun. So here's Victor's M, which we have again seen. So it's a 4/7, but you can destroy gold and it gets +3 in overpower. Which is interesting because that means that you could actually destroy your shield. The shield we just saw. Right? So you could defend for 2 because it was a 2/1 temper, right? So you could defend 2 and then pop it to come in for 10. That seems pretty good, actually. That seems pretty strong. Because it's a 4. Seems pretty good. All right, Smack of Reality Tower. If this has 13 or more, it gets when it hits a hero, destroy all aura tokens they control. And yes, Vigor, I'm just checking right here. I have it right here. They are auras. Okay, makes sense. And that is a rare. Okay. Oh, but it's a single arc rare. So it's not a rainbow. And it costs 5. Okay. So Lay Down the Law is if this has 13 or more, so it's tower, 3/7 tower. That's cool. Get -1. Okay. And actually, are these the Brevant deck cards? I know Colossal Bearing is, which is this next one, right? So Tower, if it has 13 or more. I know this one is. The other two might be. I just don't remember off the top of my head. All right, next up. So this is a full rainbow. So stacked in your favor. Okay, so 2 go again. Your attack action cards get +3 while defending. 3, 2, 1 while defending per the arc. And at the start of your turn, destroy this. Oh, so this is a Guardian action aura. Okay, only defends 2, but your attack action cards get +3 while it's out. And at the start of your turn, destroy this. Draw a card, then put a card from your hand on top of your deck. What? I mean, I guess it triggers the things that if you've drawn a card, it'll let you filter. Okay, I mean, fair enough. Fair enough. All right, over the top. So this is a rare arc. So if this, so this is a 3/6/5/4. Got it. 3/6/5/4. If this has attack greater than its base, it gets overpowered. Okay. I like it. I like it. I mean, it's not like, I don't think it makes it into, because it's only a 3/6 Guardian action 3/6. I don't think it makes it into constructed decks, but it seems you know, there's enough ways to pump. It seems fine for like limited. Right, Concuss is a 3/6/5/4. Also common. When this hits a hero, if it has greater than its base, they discard it. Oh, well, now that's a good one to pummel. It's a bummer that it's a 3/6 though. I mean, it's probably has to be, I guess, but that's a dirty pummel. It's a dual pummel. That's rough. Thunk. I think it. I thunk it. All right, so thunk. When you, so it's a 5/8, 5/8, 5/8. Okay. When you win a clash revealing this, create. Oh, got it. When you win a clash revealing this, create a might token. Why is it a 5? I guess they just figured that more 4/8s were. Oh, probably because of. Oh, but Betsy has to. Huh. I mean, there's got to be a reason to not be able to do it off 2 cards with the thing. Okay. Command Respect. So also an arc is a common arc. This is a Guardian attack. It's a 3/6. When this hits a hero, if it has greater than its base, destroy a card in their arsenal. Okay. Oh, command again. See how I'm not picking up on this stuff? Command Respect. Okay. I'm picking up on it. Right. Wallop is a 4/7. So they've deramped by 1. When you win a clash revealing this, create a Vigor token. So it's a 4/7/6/5. When you win a clash with this, create a Vigor token. So everything normal except deramped by 1 to what we're used to, which is 3/7s and 4/8s. Okay. So again, those are probably only going to exist in limited play. Big Bop. So this is for 3. Guardian action aura only defends 2. At the start of your turn, destroy this, and your next Guardian attack gets +5. And when this attacks a hero, wager a Vigor token with them. So it's a 5/4/3. Sure. I mean, this is a necessary card in the set with all the tower, right? I mean, it tracks. Because 5 to get so 13, that's only 8. I think most of those would work. Okay, fair enough. Bigger Than Big was also my nickname in college. Not true. All right. Bigger Than Big. 3 cost Guardian action, or at the start of this turn, destroy this. Your next Guardian attack gets +5, and with this, wager a might token with them. Okay, so same idea. Okay. All right, so there's enough of those. And then last one is Pint of Strong and Stout. Create a might and vigor. Go again. All right. We are into the final group here. We are minute 4, or hour 4. Could have been worse, I guess. All right, here we go. This card is going to look phenomenal in cold foil as well. All right, Balance of Justice. Oh, come on, you can do it. There we go. There we go. Either way, it'll be on your screen. Destroy this. So it's a Oh, guard well. When the combat chain closes, if this defended, put -1 counters on it equal to its defense. Oh, so it would only defend. It's a 2 blade break without blade break. I see. So it has 2, but then you could come back later and move counters. Okay, either way. Well, now that's very interesting. All right, so instant destroy this, draw a card. Activate this ability only if the opponent has drawn 2 or more cards this turn. Oh. But and then you would get them on your defending too. Well, suck that, ninjas. Huh. Because it doesn't, it's not blade break though. So it's like a odd, it's like a maximized battle worn. Fascinating. That's pretty cool, actually. I like it, right? If card draw starts to become, and there's a lot of card draw in this set, but 2 or more, that's cool. That's cool. Right? I like cards like this where they're specific piece. I like it, right? That's not going to like take over crown or anything like that, but that's a very functional card that it can exist when they need it to. That's cool. All right. Well, I was going to go and get all the equipment, but there's a bunch, which I am very excited about this because these are, looks like common. So we have Glory Seeker. So this is generic head, instant 3, destroy this, draw a card. Seems fine. No defense, though. Sheltered Cove, 3, destroy this. The next time you'd be dealt, so this is a head option. The next time you'd be dealt damage, prevent 2 of it. So 3 for 2. Okay, 3 for a card seems better. Headliner Helm. Oh, so we don't have a full cycle. Well, let's make sure. Let's get through them first. All right. Headliner Helm. Blade Break. Star. Oh, this is equal to the number of opposing heroes. This is the whole cycle, I think, right? Stadium Centerpiece. Yeah, so we have Headliner Helm, Stadium Centerpiece, Ticket Puncher, and then Grandstand Leg Plates. Oh, and Bloodied Oval. Oh, that's right. I think we've actually seen those. Yeah, we have. Okay. Saw those early on. All right. So another generic head, Face Adversity. This may only defend an attack if the attack controller has drawn a card. Blade Break 2. Oh, that seems very functional for draft. So it's a common. That seems pretty functional in this format. Confront Adversity may only. Oh, is it a whole? Is it a? So we have. Yep. So we have Face, Confront, Embrace, and Overcome. And it's all the same. Blade Break 2, only true. Those seem pretty decent, actually, in this format. Or for like limited. Those seem pretty decent. I like that. Okay, here we go. Nasty Surprise. So this is a Majestic. Oh, I saw this art on Alexander Romish Tales of Rathe. This must be his spoiler card. All right. So Nasty Surprise, blue 0, defense 3. Okay, attacks 2. When an opponent's effect puts this into your graveyard from anywhere, create an ability, might, and vigor. Ooh. When an opponent's effect puts this into your graveyard from anywhere, create agility, might, and vigor. So you have to set them up to do it, for the most part, from anywhere. But it's got to be an opponent's effect, so you can't defend with it. Well, that's interesting. That's an interesting. I like the card design there. I don't know. Huh, that's very interesting. Or, oh, we got a Crouching Tiger. Ripple Away. So there's it's like the Crouching Tiger art. Anyway, 2 for 4. It's like Pursuit of Knowledge. So it's a blue 2 for 4. Instant, discard this. If an action card would create 1 or more tokens this turn, instead it creates that many -1 of each of those tokens. Oh, so it's anti-kitty tech. Well, not just kitties, but instant, discard it. That doesn't seem It feels like it fills a niche. It doesn't seem good to discard a card to keep them off of something, but maybe, maybe, what's the one you'd want to what's the one that you would be willing to discard a card to keep them off? Not Might, especially when it's a block 3, but Vigor maybe because of the dollar, just keep them from playing something. That's very interesting. Actually, I'm gonna have to think more about that. That doesn't seem worth it. Huh. Okay. Standing order. So there's a Majestic 0. Oh, it's Majestic 0/4 block 3. Yes, it is. 0/4 block 3. I mean, it's a wounding blow, but it's got more. So when this attacks or defends, you may put a card from your arsenal on the bottom of your deck. If you do, this gets +2 and +2 attack and +2 defense. I think this card's going to be a chase. I mean, not a chase, but I think this card's going to be a very popular card from the set. Huh. So put an arsenal. This can become a 0 for 6 with an arsenal that you bury. That seems pretty good. I think that card's playable, right? I think so. That's interesting. All right. Pay up. All right, another M. We got another M after that. All right, pay up. This is a 3/6. Okay, if defending hero controls gold, this gets overpower. Oh, so you're like robbing them. Okay, when this hits a hero, gain control of a gold they control. If you don't, deal 1 damage to them. Okay, so if they don't have gold and this hits, you deal a damage to them. Okay, we'll see how much people are playing gold, and then that will depend on how good that card is. All right. Tenacity. 0 for, so it's an attack action 0, blocks 3, 2 attack. When this attack gets, oh, here we go. When this attack gets +X, where X is the number of defending cards on the combat chain. But it's a 0. So, like, you want to pump it, right? And then, isn't there a defending card? Oh, on the combat chain. Oh, come on, Andrew. Plug in your head. Oh. This card's good. It's kind of like Assault the Wound, but where they're punished for blocking instead of letting it through. That's cool. I like this card. Because it's better for you to go wider, and it blocks 3. This is very similar to Assault the Wound. It just does something different. But it's cards, so it counts equipment. So like Valiant Dynamos that they're trying to disrupt your chain with counts, or disrupt your mask chain. I mean, with right. All right. Oh, another one. Seduce Secrets. Ooh. So there's a 0 instant. Look at target hero's hand and the top card of their deck. If this was played from Arsenal, draw a card. Oh, I think that's good. And it also lets you set it for clashing or whatever. From Arsenal, draw a card. So, I mean, functionally, same as... I mean, I'm just saying in terms of, like, what it does. Gorg Tome. No defense, only pitches. Yeah, that's interesting. I'm just thinking, like, in terms of, like, Gorg Tome, right? Because Gorg Tome can get you the 5-card hand. This is kind of the same thing, but it gives you a little info. And obviously doesn't count as having played a non-attack for the purpose of Rosetta. All right, here we are into the meat of this. So we have down, but not out. So this is a 3/5. So it's a 3/5/4, full rainbow. It seems not good, but when this attacks a hero, if you have less health and control fewer equipment and tokens. So if you have less health and control fewer equipment and tokens. This gains +3 in overpower, and when this hits, create agility, might, and vigor. So, I think the intent of this is that you have to control fewer equipment and control fewer tokens. But the way this is actually written is and control fewer equipment and tokens, meaning that you would say, like, say you controlled 3 tokens and 3 equipment, that would count as 6. That's how this actually reads. But I think the intent is less health, less equipment, and less tokens. But we'll have to wait for the release notes on that, and I'll put them up. That seems hard. If you have to do all 3, that seems hard. I mean, again, the way this is written, it actually basically sums the equipment and tokens together, but I don't think that's the intent. Because there's definitely, I mean, it's not, if you read this in proper English, if you have less health and control fewer equipment and tokens. Yeah. Oh, reinforce the line. Okay, so reinforce the line is being reprinted in full rainbow. Okay, so that moves this one closer. Right, wage gold is universal. Oh, we've seen this one, yeah. Universal, when this attacks a hero, you wager a gold. So it's a generic action attack. While in any zone, is the same class as your hero. So you can, warrior brute, yeah. Attacks here, you may wager gold with them. Right, and this is a 3/7/6/5. It's a full arc. Right, Test of Strength. So this is, I just saw a card that's coming that I love. All right, so Test of Strength is a generic block. When this defends, so it's red. When this defends, clash with the attacking hero, winner creates gold. So not a D-react block. Okay. Then we have Lunging Press, blue, not red or yellow, but Lunging Press blue. So Lunging Press reprint as well. Seeing some crew cards coming back. Right, Starting Stake. If you control no gold tokens, create a gold token. I've seen this one. I don't think this one is... I don't know that this... Because it's not go again. So I don't know that card is good. All right, Money Where Your Mouth Is. So, okay, I was wondering if this one was going to be a cycle. So this one is a full cycle. So Money Where Your Mouth is your next attack this turn. So it's 1/3/2/1. This next gets +3/2/1, and when it attacks your wager gold. Go again. Okay, there's plenty of front pumps in this set we are seeing. Oh, Trade In. I would not have expected that. So Trade In is getting a reprint. What's Trade In do? When this attacks, you may discard a card. If you do, draw a card. Oh, that's why. If this is played from Arsenal, go again. That's why, because of there's a lot of cards in this set that get turned on when you draw. A lot of things in this set that get turned on when you draw a card. Makes sense. Makes sense. All right, next is Performance Bonus. So this is a full arc. And this is a 0/3. So when this hits, it's a 0/3/2/1 attack. Defends 2. When this hits, create a gold token. If it's played from Arsenal, gets go again. Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, fair enough. From Arsenal, go again. Oh, Rally the Rearguard is being reprinted. Okay, full. So Rally Rearguard, full boat. Oh, and then another one. Adrenaline Rush, full boat. Adrenaline Rush actually is a card from, it was Monarch? Yeah, it was from Monarch, and I was actually surprised it didn't see more play in the day, because it's effectively a 2/7. I was surprised I didn't see more. Okay, that is it. Where are we at? An hour 20. So thank you folks for joining me for this. Let's go ahead, and we've got all the time in the world. But I need to sit down and figure out the set. So I gotta go back to those warrior cards. There's some really good stuff in there. I mean, there's some really good root cards too, but Blade Flurry seems amazing as a reaction. +2, and your next weapon attack gets +2 as a 0. That card. That seems really good. So shifts, my favorite. So first pass, my favorite picks for me for the set are Shift the Tide of Battle and Blade Flurry. If I'm, again, just first impressions for where I'm going to go look for my decks in my life and constructed. My thoughts I was also trying to think for the tournament later this week, what's going to be good in the solo format. And I think the Guardians have a pretty big advantage being able to overpower. I think there's a fair number of blocks in this set. No D-reacts that I recall. Reinforce the lines in there though, which is going to be important. Very important, actually. Yeah, I definitely need a pack 3 reinforce the lines. No question there for the Guardians. But shift the tide of battle. Explore your attack. Gets go again. Wow, those are good, I think. You know what's very interesting? I kind of thought that Olympia was going to get a weapon. He doesn't seem to have a weapon. I don't think I can play Olympia in the, like, I don't see, and there's nothing that really, there's nothing. So was there anything in this set that made it clear why Olympia, like, what's he use his gold for? Just drawing to turn on those card effects, I guess. Okay. All right. Well, this probably isn't very good content at this point anymore. But I just thought we might share the experience together. So again, this will go up probably Friday morning US, because I think that the box will be opened like Thursday night US, I think. But obviously I'll wait and see because I don't want to spoil anybody's spoils, right? So we'll make sure that this goes up. But again, most of you will have seen the cards, so you're not learning anything there, but sharing the experience together and kind of thinking about the cards out loud, I think helped me, if nothing else. So, all right. Thanks, folks, for joining. Hopefully you've been commenting as we've been going through this. I know it's been a long slog, but really appreciate you tuning in. Again, let your comments below. Let me know what you're thinking about new set, cards I missed, takes I got wrong. Let me know. Thanks, folks, and go Commando.